Hey, what's up, beat hackers? Now, as most of you know, in last week's video, I was teaching you part 1 of how to DJ like James Hype. This is what we are learning what to do. Now, as you know, in last week's video, what I was giving you was simple exercises to teach you guys how to get really rhythmical with slamming the volume slider up and down. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, you can go and check it out up here. But in this week's video, I'm going to be teaching you part 2, the follow-on from last week's video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so I'm going to assume at this point you've watched last week's video and you're pretty good at the volume slider thing, okay? Now, I want to move into some kind of basic theory so you guys know how to apply this in many different ways in your DJ sets. So, not only is James Hype using this rhythmical effect with the volume fader, but he's often rising the tempo of the track that he's doing the rhythmical effect with, okay? So what I've got here, just to demonstrate this, is I've got just a kind of riser effect loaded into this deck. Now, as per usual guys, if you guys want to download all the samples I use in my YouTube videos, there's a link below this video. You can go and download all the samples that I use, okay? So I've got a riser effect that just kind of sounds like this. It's not really doing much, it just sounds a bit like a hype sound, okay? Now, one of the things I've taught in many of my other videos, but I'm just going to run through really quickly, is obviously you've got a tempo slider here. If you leave the key lock on, it will keep the riser in the same key. So it'll slow down or speed up, but it'll sound the same. Have a listen. However, if you take the tempo key off and then you scroll it up or down, it will change. See, it gets higher or lower. Now, you can make this far more extreme by hitting shift and the tempo thing here, and you'll see on the screen, this little number 8 will go to 16 and 50. That's the percentage that you will be affecting the song by. So, if it was on 8, it would only go down by 8%, up by 8%. But if you put it on 50, it'll go down by 50%, up by 50%. Which means you can have this really warping effect on the sound that you're playing. So, if I take this riser again, and I do the same thing on 50%, you'll see it goes all the way down and all the way up. Now, you guys are pretty good at this thing by now, right? But what we want to start introducing is changing the tempo, moving it up or down while you're doing it. So the next exercise you guys can practice is get the beat track over here. Let's move this down to, like, say 25 BPM here. And we're just going to try the rhythmic effect while moving the tempo up and down, okay? So you just get like a tempo in your head, or like a kind of like a rhythm in your head. So I'm just going to kind of go dun 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 dun. I'm going to do that with this, and I'm going to affect this. So you can just practice doing this for a bit before we actually move into real music. Okay, so you're just going to have a play around with that. You're doing the same thing, slamming that slider in a rhythmical way, and you're just playing around with the tempo. It's quite kind of musical, this, guys. So that's the next thing you want to practice, and just play around with different tempo speeds and stuff like that, and get good at moving the tempo and doing rhythmical things. Now, you'll often see James Hype doing certain things, like he may move it slightly faster when he's building the tempo and slow it down if he's slowing down the tempo or the pitch. So, for example, if he was rising it, it'd be quicker. Whereas if he was going down, it would be slower, it'd be a bit more like this. Okay? Something else for you guys to bear in mind. Now, when you guys start building this into your DJ sets, as far as I see it, there are 3 ways you can go about doing it. And I'm just going to kind of just to demonstrate this to you, I'm going to put in Losing It by Fisher. We all know that song by now. And I'm just going to go to the build of the song. Okay, Now, the first way I think you guys could build this into your DJ sets, if you wanted to, just add a bit of flair with the volume fader and just show off a little bit. You could just take this riser and actually just throw it in. And the main thing I wanted to tell you guys is the thing that's really interesting about this technique is it doesn't matter what key the thing that you're rising and fading is. So this can actually be used to transition between two songs that are completely different keys, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Now, as you know, it's good to mix in keys because all songs are written in a certain key, and certain keys will sound sound good together. If you guys want to know more about mixing in key, you can hit this link up here, and there's a whole video on it. Now, when it comes to rising tempo, the tempo is constantly changing key. It's a rising effect, so it's not ever in a certain key. So it means you can take this riser and use it with any song because the rising effect will just work, okay? Because it's building anyway. It doesn't need to be in key. I hope that makes sense. So, I'm going to take this riser and we're just going to have a bit of fun with losing it, and we're going to move this up or down on the build of losing it, and just add in a bit of that kind of the volume sliding effect. So let's give it a go. So there you go, guys. Not perfect, but it's pretty cool, right? You just got a riser and you just added to the build of losing it, just using your own rhythm, just kind of coming up with stuff on the spot. You know, if that wasn't perfect, I'm going to leave it in because I want you guys to see that it doesn't always have to be perfect. Just adding in a bit of a rhythm, changing the tempo is really cool. So that's the first way you could do it. The second way you could do it is you can obviously transition from one song to the next, and you can do it in a really interesting way. You wouldn't typically be able to do this transition in any other way. So let me just go and grab Booyah. So this is a completely different key of a song, completely different tempo, but you'll see that it kind of works. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of losing it here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the filter down so it will come in a bit like this. Then I'm going to go to Booyah. The reason I've picked Booyah is because there's this bit in the song where it's just got this long tone. It's like someone singing. And it's a perfect bit to loop and then use this tempo effect on. It sounds a bit like this, right? Volume up. Oh, wait. I can just loop that and it'll run forever, right? And then I can do the exact same thing as I would with the riser. Okay? So, that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to take the auto loop off. I'm going to go back a little bit before this song. And I'm going to bring in the build of losing it. I'm going to play around in the exact same way. It's quite an interesting thing to do. It's quite good fun as well. Let's give it a go. So there you go. You see, I'm just playing around with it. It's an interesting transition, completely different speeds of songs, but using that looping feature and creating a tone essentially out of the first track and being able to mess around with the tempo slider here to build in a bit of hype into the second track is really cool. Finally, there's another way you guys can do this. Another thing that James Hype likes to do is he'll layer acapellas, which is just the singing of one song, over the instrumental of another song, okay? Now, I've got another video on layering vocals over music. If you want to go and check it out up here. I'm not going to run you through the entire process. I'm just going to show you how the same thing will apply. I'm going to have the vocals on track A. I'm going to have the music on track B. And at a certain point, I'm going to loop the vocals and do the exact same thing, okay? So, let's just drag them in. So I've got this John Summit song here, and I've got Sleeping Tom B right there, vocals here. I've already kind of preset this up so you don't have to watch me do it all. I'm going to press play. They should layer perfectly, and at a certain point I'm going to put a loop on the vocals. Same thing. Let's have a listen. And there you go, guys. How awesome is that? So once you got the hang of that rhythmic effect, you can come out with any kind of beat, or what is it called, like a rhythm you want. My brain's just not working today. You can come up with any rhythm you want, and as long as you've mastered this basic technique of either using a riser or putting track A into some sort of loop that creates a tone or some sort of just consistent sound, you can go straight into it by moving the tempo down or up, which will affect the key of that track, making a bit of a riser out of it. Use that rhythm however you want, as much of it as you want or as little of it as you want, and you guys can go away and experiment with this to your heart's content. I think it's a really, really cool technique to use. So there you go, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed the way that I broke down this cool technique that James Hype does, and you were ever in a situation where you're watching another DJ on YouTube do something and you're like, I'd love to know how that DJ did that, what you can do is just comment on one of my videos and say, hey Phil, I saw this DJ do this thing, send me the link or tell me which video it is, tell me what part of the video it is, I'll go to it, I'll find it, and maybe I'll turn your suggestion into a fully fledged video just like this. Now guys, if you enjoyed this video and you love the way I teach, make sure you give the video a like, leave me a comment because it helps these videos rank higher, which is what I want to happen. And also guys, if you are new to DJing and you love the way that I teach and you want to know more, I have full courses on my website at beginnerdjlessons.com, a beginner, an intermediate, and advanced. And I teach all the things in this simple and easy to follow way, just like this. And actually guys, right now I've got some free DJ training on the website. So if you want to see some more free training, make sure you go to beginnerdjlessons.com and check it out. Finally guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit this button here to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you get all of my videos coming up on your feed. Hit that button down there to go and see that free DJ training I was just telling you about. And finally, hit this link below if you want to go and see my video on mixing in key. I'll see you guys in next week's video. Ciao! Boof!